What's good? It's Chigozy. We're about to get started. I'm just gonna wait for some people to show up. Oh, someone just joined and left. Well, we're gonna see some murder by numbers, but I would like one person here so we can get started together because it's always fun to look at. But I guess as an introduction, if anyone's watching this, I'm sure a lot of Californian people, West Coast people are gonna jump in because they're still awake for sure. It's almost 8 o'clock over there. Hey, 77th Brigade. Hey, what's up, Arthur? What's up, Winston? Glad y'all are here on time. Yep. You know what it is. It's streaming. I don't know how long we're going to go, but we're going to have time to look at all sorts of shit. I have requests. People say, look at this, look at that. We're going to look at those. Look at this murder by numbers we start with. Nick Cordero dies after battle with COVID-19. And this is amazing because, again, I've never heard of this guy, never seen him in my life. But we can see how this is a murder by numbers ritual. You don't need to know a single thing about any of these people. And it's all about just using a strategy and seeing the patterns and understanding what these people are doing. And I'm explaining it this way because when we look at, because people have also been asking, look more at stock market stuff. And I really feel like I am doing a disservice by not sharing more of my knowledge because I really want to. But I do want to focus on gematria. But as I'm explaining this, think about how you don't have to know shit about these companies or anything. Just understand, what happens all the time. And you can capitalize on shit like this. We'll talk about this in a second. But it's all the same. Understanding, recognizing that things are going on, and recognizing that there's oh my goodness, look at this 2 minute 1 second video. Recognizing that it is a special order putting this out. Catholic Church equals 75. And the Jesuit order equals 201. So Catholic Church reversing and reducing 75. The Jesuit order equals 201. So what do you think this is going to be? This is going to be a Catholic Church ritual. A ritual branded with the numbers of the Catholic Church of the Jesuit order, synced apart with their birthday. And then the first thing I saw was 95, going back to the Martin Luther Reformation and how they're against him. That's why the Jesuits were formed. MLK dying by those numbers. We have the 2 minute 1 second video, which is what? 121 seconds. This is just so stupid. Blood sacrifice equals 121. So they have the blood sacrifice number right here in this ritual. And they're saying that he was a Broadway actor who had admirers across the world rallying for his recovery, had died after a battle with COVID-19, according to his wife, Amanda Klutz. They're shooting fireworks all day long. They've been doing it for months, so I hope it's not bleeding through the mic too much. Nick Cordero, 65, 115, killing 115. Of course, pandemic 65, dies of the pandemic. And 151. And when you see this, they're doing a reshuffling in 115 because they're pairing the 65 and the 115. That's that way a pattern that they're coding in for pandemic in his name. It is how they play around with these numbers. Nick Cordero. Cordero equals 78 like Jesuit. 42 like Jesuit. As we said, we're going to get Jesuit numbers inside this ritual. As we saw the 2 minute 1 second video. You see how when you reverse the alphabetical order, where A is 26, Z is 1, Jesuit 78. When you reduce those to a single digit and add them, 42. Jesuit 78, 42, like Cordero. Y'all who just joined, or everyone who joined early, came on time, I hope you're ready to, we're about to be on this for some time. Hey, what's up, Zach? Today is 201 days after Pope Francis' birthday, and today's the 187th day of the year. Unbelievable. A complete Jesuit Order Society of Jesus day. Guys, this is the Society of Jesus putting out this ritual by the numbers. Society of Jesus equals 187. The Jesuit order equals 201. I think it would be cool to have a couple of these tabs open of Gematria. Because people need to understand and see the patterns that these people are using. 201, 201, 201. We get him in what? A 2-minute, 1-second video. Cordero with the Jesuit numbers. You know, I wonder what his wife's name equals. And they're saying he was 41. They're saying he was on Broadway. Broadway 46. So this is a very, very clear pattern. What are they saying? He dies at 41 after a battle with COVID-19, which is a virus. Broadway equals 89, 35, 46, just like virus. So they're syncing up the Broadway actor with the virus. Guys, we just started streaming and everything we've typed in has just been pinpoint on like this. Why do you think? It is the same exact coded rituals from this gang every single day. It will never fail. That's what they're letting you know. He's a Broadway actor. Amanda Clute, 72, like Jesuit order. They're putting this out by the numbers. Of course, there's a lot more in her name as well. I can't help but notice this is 126. Again, Kobe Bryant died January 26. So let's see if this guy's on Wikipedia. I really hope he is. He better be if he's on front page propaganda like this. There we go. September 17th, 10 days before the Jesuit order's birthday. He's born in 1978. Again, what's his name? Nick Cordero. Cordero 78, like Jesuit, like Scottish Rite. They are putting this out. Their numbers are everywhere in this ritual. From his birthday, he's dying at 41, his 41st birthday till today, we'll see that and see how it's a ritual by the numbers like it is again and again. You will never see a death reported on the front page of CNN or in CNN at all and not be by this code. And not just CNN, obviously, the mainstream media in general, but just keeping it specific. So he dies 293 days, a span of that. 9 months, 19 days, 41 weeks and 6 days. I'm counting the end date as well from his 41st birthday. I don't see too many things there immediately. I'm sure I'm missing some things we can go back to, and I definitely want to check in the chat. But I really think they're coding it from his upcoming birthday, especially. 74 days. I mean, look at this shit. Killing 74, Masonic 74, Coronavirus 74. It's also 10 weeks, 5 days, counting the end date, Masonry 105. I know this 104 has been special to them. I think with the Jesuit order, again, that number, let's look at this. I don't think it's Roman Catholic Church at all, but might as well get a refresher of these numbers. Oh yeah, Roman Catholic Church 104. Guys, this is from the Roman Catholic Church. Roman Catholic Church 104. Thanks again, Zach, for pointing that out. 10 weeks, 4 days from his upcoming birthday, and then which is what, 74 days, and one more time, killing 74. Here's the big kicker, kinda, I guess. They're all pretty good, but 2 months, 13 days, and they satanic cipher, death equals 213. Death 213, the satanic cipher, which is based on, I'll explain this later. I really want to go back to the chat, but satanic gematria equals 666. And of course, again, Catholic Church 75 at 7/5. 201 days, 201 days from Pope Francis' birthday on the 187th day of the year. Society of Jesus 187. Death 52. This is just the same. Oak Hilly, Texas equals 187 for 187th day of the year. Fort Hood News. And today is 74 days after her disappearance. We're gonna have to look at that. And his birthday is 17/9. Oh my goodness. Thanks for Zach for catching this. Guys, you see this 41 ritual that Zach just pointed out? Today is what? July 5th, a day with 179 days remaining. 179 is the 41st prime number. He's born 17/9, and he dies at 41. Very clear riddle. And where? L.A., Los Angeles. 41's the 13th prime. LA's the big 13th place. LA equals 13 and 41 reverse alphabetical order. This is a contrived ritual from the Catholic Church. These things are so tightly knitted up and synced up every time. Remember, on the day with 13 life lesson number, we got Kobe Bryant in the sports section, and they're talking about Lakers again under that LA 13. Very, very clear. Very good. So I love checking the chat. I mean, it's a must. So glad y'all are here. Vaughn, Discerning King. Sub Judy. NYC's almost dead. Closed down. Just ridiculous. Dead equals 293. This is what Arthur's pointing out. Dead equals 293 days. Oh no, dead 293 days after his birthday. Coronavirus pandemic equals 293. Thanks a lot, Arthur. Coronavirus pandemic equals 293 reverse in alphabetical order. And this guy, he's dying of the coronavirus pandemic 293 days from his birthday. And that just goes to show there's such a specific thing. I was even like, this number doesn't show up routinely in these patterns. So they use it very specifically. Coronavirus pandemic. I mean, it's just such a good example of how you're not getting anything out of anything or any of that stuff. Yes, every number, it's a language, but you see how it's really related to this. If you look at other rituals I've covered, or that I guess as a community we covered, I don't know many other numbers that this has relation to. It's a 62nd prime, sacrifice 62, absolutely. But I'm just trying to emphasize the specificness, if that's a word, of how they do these things. That it's not just anything willy-nilly. Gaia Sophia saying, prime, puns and rhymes. And that's what these people use. They're these prime numbers to do their rituals. Winston Breaks says alien equals 75. Leo, month of Leo, 75. Hey, Miss Mildred. You have the LA 13. I mean, these people can't help themselves. And then I see this thing with the 8 people to believed to be dead after 2 planes collided over Idaho's Coeur d'Alene Lake. I guess we can look at this together, because I don't fully see the riddle as well. Like the 82. I don't know what Idaho equals, but it's good. I mean, how often do we see Idaho riddles? But real quick for Satanic Cipher, for those that don't understand, A is 36 through Z 61, and 61 is the 18th prime. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. The sum of the numbers 1 through 36 is 666. So 666 is the 36th triangular number. So it starts with a 36 triangular number, or excuse me, it starts with 36, which relates to 666, and then it ends with 61, the 18th prime. Yeah. But I'm going to refresh this and start over. Just with the 4 base ciphers as we look at this riddle. Idaho, 37. 8 people. 187 is the big murder homicide code. I'm talking about death, death 52. Coeur d'Alene. So I don't understand French. But I mean, look at this. A lake equals 84 and 132. Jesuit 84, Catholic Church 132, the Catholic Church 84. Oh my goodness, guys. These people are putting out riddles. Again, on 7/5. On 7/5, we have what? This lake, which equals 132. These people are sick. I want to see just the name of the lake. 103, just like how they update this at 10:30. 49, Scottish 49, Freemasonry 159. Enlightened 194. Of course, there's more to this. Just piecing this together bit by bit. But 103, 1030. A call came in for two planes that had collided over the lake around 2:20. I mean, come on, two planes colliding at 2:20. It is by the numbers ritual. 22, the master builder number. 220, big number, and during this whole Wuhan coronavirus stuff. Wuhan coronavirus 222. Coronavirus pandemic 220. Yes, this is about a plane crash, but again, it's just been the whole thing. Sup, Jared? Did the young soldier really die? I can't prove that. Look at this. I hope you guys are still watching. Guys, if the stream ever gets messed up, please let me know. If the sound ever gets messed up, please let me know. Because look what YouTube's pulling. They're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What is this? Oh, it's just buffering. Okay. Yeah, guys, let me know if they're messing with you. They'll blame it on me. Like, what do you mean you're not receiving enough video? Look at this shit. Look, Cessna 206. I mean, we're here talking about 220. Here we're talking about the Cessna 206, Seattle's area code, special number in this virus stuff. This is definitely synced up with the coronavirus. I'm just trying to fully see exactly why. 127, the 31st prime, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry 127. Planes 22. I mean, that was it. That was the low hanging fruit I missed. I kind of was thinking about it, but I'm glad I verified it. What's up, Nikki? What is this? Send feedback for what? Man, YouTube's just really messing up right now, like always. But what I'm trying to show you is look at this riddle in the sentence. I say all the time. It's always in the second paragraph. I don't get it. It's always in the second paragraph. They always like to put just like these meaty riddles in. A call came in for two planes that had collided over the lake around 2:20. Planes equals 22. Just they're clearly putting this inside their propaganda, their rituals. We can always come back to these. I don't have a time limit, so we're just gonna go until most people leave, which probably won't be for a while, which is great. The problem with the Hamilton movie, it's retelling of bullshit history from the Freemasons. Fear the deer. I wonder what that equals. I hope it doesn't equal 58 or 139 or just some Jesuit order number. See? I said 139, but I hope you're getting it. Well, I said 58 too. 58, 139, and I mean, come on. I mean, what are the odds? How am I sitting here saying I hope it doesn't equal 58 and it does? How do you think I was able to just talk like that? All the new people, just please think it in steps. How am I guessing these numbers? I said, hope it doesn't equal 58 or 139. The numbers for Freemasonry, look what it equals. 58, 59, the numbers for Freemasonry. This is what they do. This is the pattern. On the front page of their propaganda, they like to, like when they just have a phrase or something, they're branding the propaganda. So you'll see Freemasonry, you'll see the Jesuit order, you'll see Society of Jesus every time, every single day. And they just did it again. And it's with the Milwaukee Bucks, just synced up with all sorts of shit in the season. It's all way deeper than this, but at least I can show you this example. You know what I mean? There's always more, but I hope you saw what these people are doing. Bucks 56 like Society of Jesus, 79 like Society of Jesus. We get Society of Jesus, we get Freemasonry, all here. Bucks 20 with S exception. Milwaukee Bucks 222, 156. Again, 222 is the Wuhan coronavirus number. See. Did we talk about Kanye? No, we have not, but we're about to do that right now. Fake equals 22. I want to check some of these. Yep, fake 22 and 23 like Wuhan. I mean, what do you think? Thanks a lot, Winston. Gaia Sophia. Common Core Gematria. That's what we need. Hey, thanks a lot, Zach. You have a good night as well. Can't wait for the book, man. It's going to be awesome. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to him already, you got to subscribe to Gematria Effect News. Because, I mean, there's no reason why you're not. I mean, he's constantly just pumping out the latest, breakdown on just what the hell is going on across sports, across politics, across you name it. That Simple Truth TV. He's here, Arthur. If you're not subscribed to them, you're literally missing out. Absolutely, you're making a grave mistake. Just being subscribed to me is not enough. Trust me. Let's look at that. What's this called? Kanye West. But see this crystal clear right here? Crystal clear that drunk people can't socially distance. UK police officer says this pub's reopen. I just want to type crystal clear real quick. CC33. Crystal clear. Crystal clear. CC33. It equals 137, the 33rd prime. Authority 137. 47. Always putting that number in the propaganda. The compass set at 47 degrees. Crystal clear equals 187. Reverse synaptic order, 187th day of the year, Society of Jesus 187, and 79. We were just looking at this. Society of Jesus equals 187 and 79. They're putting it again, branding it in the front page of their propaganda in this headline. The police putting out this crap. I mean, guys, there's just so much that we can't even get to Kanye West without just, passing on some coded ritual to just decode. It's everywhere. And you saw it right there. Crystal fucking clear. Crystal clear. It's a crystal clear example of how they're putting this out. Look at this Kanye West 636. Guys, so if you're new to this channel, you have to understand. This guy is a theatrical actor for the Catholic Church. I
have decided in 2020 to run for president.
I might as well watch this whole video clip and I'll finish. It explains what I'm telling you. Obviously, he's paid to do this. He's told to do this. We'll see why August 31st, 2015, he's doing this. Vatican 119, All Sing I 119, started David 119, Donald 119 is who we'd be running against. Minute 19 video, a 79-second video. Society of Jesus 79, brand of propaganda again, because he's an actor for the Society of Jesus. So watch this. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about just by watching this. Because, I mean, if you believe that this is actually all of his own volition, it's real, just leave the stream. I mean, I can't help you after that. I don't know what to say.
I have decided in 2020 to run for president.
Real quick. Rapper equals 38, 838. About the rapper Kanye West, by the numbers. This rapper coming out, tweeting this. Well, the software application tweeting it for him. 2020 vision is coded on 7/4. Oh my god, guys. Rapper equals 38 and 74. On 3/8, on 7/4. What? Guys, this is coded propaganda. Rapper using alphabetical order 74, 38 in the full reduction at 8:38 on 7/4 is a tweet from him. What does it, you guys, Kanye West, with all of his money and fame and shit he has to do and acting, do you really think he has, I mean, sure, he very well could. Hey, if they order him to tweet at this time, he has to do it. I get it. But what makes more sense? A propaganda software suite running the show, tweeting this for him, or his aide or something doing it doing it. He's not tweeting. He's an actor for the Catholic Church. You see it right fucking here. I don't mean to stop the video right there, but we'll finish this off. But I mean, I had to point that out. 838 and 7/4. Like, get out of here.
How could you like Trump? He's racist. Well, if I was concerned about racism, I would have moved out of America a long time ago.
We got 1256 on his phone. Oh my god, guys, I hate to interrupt the video. I know you're probably just trying to zone in on this, but come on, I have to point this out. 1256. Society of Jesus 56. They clearly have 1256 right there. I'll play it so you don't have this overlay, and you'll see it. This is from the Society of Jesus. Society of Jesus 56 and 79. A 79-second video on the phone, 1256. President 56. He's hugging the president. It is by the numbers riddles every single time. If there are numbers involved, they're going to have them specific. That 12 is not an accident either. But I'm calling out the minutes of the hour.
America a long time ago.
Trump is on his hero's journey right now, and he might not have expected to have a crazy motherfucker like Kanye West run up and support, but best believe we are gonna make America great.
Absolute nonsense. So again, what was our thesis? It's hard to call it a thesis because it's already true. But that this is contrived propaganda from the Catholic Church, from the Society of Jesus. He's an actor for them. It's branded for them. And what do we see when we look at it? 56 on the phone, the 7-second video. It's just you hear what he's talking about. It just makes no sense. Getting on the ballot won't be easy, guys. This is coded. It's coded. 137, the 33rd prime. Oh my goodness, guys. It's just coded. Oh, Kanye equals 56 too. I mean, Kanye 56, 1256 on the phone with what? The president? Donald J. Trump, the Jesuit actor, President 56, Society of Jesus 56. But here we getting on the ballot won't be easy. 371, the reflection of 173, which is the 40th prime. There's obviously something more of that I'm not seeing. Government 133, President 133. Oh my God, President 133. I mean, come on. Look at this example. This is just unbelievable. President 133, White House 133, government equals 133. So then why on this type of phrase, getting on the ballot won't be easy? Literally a contrived sentence from this piece of CNN propaganda. Why does it equal 133? They're using gematria to encode the propaganda. And it's obviously in the reduction cipher, because that's very well the cipher you need to get this out of this sentence. Think about how difficult it will be just to do this on your own without knowing gematria. I'm just trying to explain that in ways so you can see that this is being done on purpose. Sure, a computer could be doing it, but it's following some sort of instructions from the Catholic Church. Guys, these examples are just crazy. Anyone who's been going to bed, good night. I know it's a little bit late. You're probably going to rewatch this tomorrow. I hope you just saw that past example. Yep, thanks, Arthur. Ancient accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry 187. President equals 52. Today is 7 plus 5 plus 20 plus 20. 52 date numerology. Absolutely. For anyone to cheer after hearing that shows where we are as a nation. Yep. It's sad. Thanks, Judy. I'm glad you like the channel. I'm glad you love the channel. I really like putting this information out. This is my favorite thing to do, is sit with y'all and stream. even before we got super technology based, people used to hire individuals to tweet for them and or write statements. Same thing using the algorithms. Absolutely. It's other people just doing the bidding. Virtual assistants. So for people to sit there and think Kanye's actually tweeting, interacting with them, it's like, come on, man. Maybe sometimes, to mix it up. That's how they throw you off. Maybe a couple times of the year, he'll just retweet someone and comment, and it's not that much by the numbers. But, or maybe, and that's just me just being lenient. They probably don't do that. The guy's a complete pawn. There's more here to look at it though. We looked at the video. We got same days from Donald Trump's birthdays today, from Kanye West's birthday. We gotta actually look at this. But Nick Cordero, murdered by the gang. Born 17/9. Today's day with 179 days remaining. That's the 41st prime. Dies at 41. Kanye West, born June 8th. Again, Donald Trump, 68th. Or excuse me, no. Donald John Trump and J. Trump. Donald J. Trump, 68th. Donald John Trump, 68th. Kanye West, born 6/8. And 77. White House on the 77th meridian. That type of stuff. Washington, D.C., I mean. The American meridian. Big federal number. So you do June 8th, right? Yep. And look, Saturn's the 6th planet from the sun. Donald Trump, the Saturnian actor. Born 6 days from the sun. Jesus. Oh my God, guys. This is just another riddle from the Catholic Church. Everything in these celebrities do is. I hope I did my math right, honestly, because it's so profound. Yeah, you see that? Donald Trump born... Guys, I don't think it's an accident at all. I think that's exactly what they're going for. Saturn's the 6th planet from the sun. Donald Trump, clearly an actor, playing the role of Saturn, the Keeper of Time. See? Born 6 days. At least his birthday is 6 days after the sun. Son of God, Jesus, Yeezus. If that's a coincidence, that's a pretty mind-blowing coincidence. But I don't... I mean, 6 days apart, obviously, it's ritual. So anyway, we can do it today from their birthday. I mean, that's just more evidence that Donald Trump is an actor playing the role of Saturn, Keeper of Time. I say it every single day because all the evidence points exactly to that. Ever since Zach pointed that out years ago, I could not unsee it. And I try to unsee it. You see it here. But anyway, race 27, real presidential race, and it's race-based propaganda. Sun 27, of course. 3 weeks, 6 days. This is from Kanye West's birthday. 21 days, obviously, from Donald Trump's birthday. The Saturnian actor. Saturn 21. As I just said, the evidence always points to it, so I cannot not unsee it. Saturn equals 21. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Why not 21 days for Kanye's birthday? And about being the 6th planet from the sun, don't forget, the sum of numbers 1 through 6 gives you 21. 21 is a 6 triangular number. Kanye West said Saturday. He said this Saturday too. So today is Sunday. But this was published today. So these dates are still valid, but we could just, I guess, do from when they said it on Saturday on 4/7. It was a time ritual. Time 47 on Saturday. Notice how you can work backwards. We figured out that this is a Saturn or Keeper of Time ritual just from seeing that they're 6 days apart, their birthday, Donald Trump's being involved. That's all you have to see. I mean, anything Donald Trump's in is a Saturnian ritual. But then when you look deeper, you see that it was on a Saturday on 4/7, time 47, and 20 days from Donald Trump's birthday. A span of 21, no matter what, it's still 21 days, Saturn 21. I mean, that's how much they're trying to make this a Saturnian ritual. They're so on point with this shit, where if it's the day they publish it, if the day it happened, you're still going to get the pattern. It just doesn't matter. If you do the day they published it, you know, span of 22 days with the Negro 22. So it's 26, the span of 27 days. The Lima 35 from this is from Kanye West's birthday. Catholic 35. The 26 is where I guess I lose my momentum. Maybe I have to go back. He hasn't taken any steps. The 636 is also interesting. I don't know. I don't know about the 27. Kanye does not equal 27. It equals 20 though. 20 days from Donald Trump's birthday. 20 is span of 21. Kanye 20. West 41, 23. Then Kanye West real quick. Kanye West, of course, 33. Doesn't Kanye equal 79 as well? I missed that part. Yep, Kanye 79 in the 79-second video. Just like Society of Jesus. Yay. What does yay equal? I could have just done that in my head. It should be 25 plus 5, 30, 6, you know. It's the turning numbers. And then we could do 20/20 vision. Vision, 7842, like Jesuit. It's from the Jesuit order. Guys, this stuff is just so repetitive. It just gets like exhausting sometimes. I'm like, man, it's literally the same numbers all day. All day long, it's been the same exact thing. And it's never going to change. That's just the thing. Like, it's not exciting, you know? It's not exciting to see Elon Musk here seeing this and probably getting some, you know, space, Mason numbers, honestly. Like, the same pattern for him. Or more Jesuit order numbers. Still, he garnered at least one notable endorsement. Tesla CEO Elon Musk, who was recently photographed with West, responded to his tweet with, "You have my full support." Please, I hope it does not continue the pattern for space Freemasonry. Oh, God. It really doesn't, though. That's actually good. You know, there's no, like, 44s, 144. These are still relevant. 311's the 64th prime. The Civil Rights 64. 95. 229's the 50th prime. Scottish 50. 49. So I definitely see it. That's definitely what they did here. So they actually did do it. Again, I give them the benefit of the doubt. They always fail it. Scottish 50, 49. You have my full support, reversing the 50th prime, the reflection of 49. The numbers for the Scottish Rite Freemasons. And then the one, see, they did it. They literally did it. They hit it. They tried to be sneaky. This is how my brain works, but I guarantee you guys, this is how, it's not the only way, but this is how they think. This is how they put this propaganda numbers. Is how they use these patterns and flip things around. Again, at the end of the day, they're the numbers, right? This is 113, this is 50, and this is 49. Scottish, 49. It's 50 and 113. Let's go back to NASA. What's NASA's birthday? I mean, guys, I'm telling you, these patterns are so predictable. NASA's birthday, July 9th, or excuse me, not July 9th, July 29th, 1958. Freemason 58. Look at when they're founded, July 29th, 58, a date with 11394 numerology. You see that? Scottish 113, 94, or excuse me, 49. So you see how we have the numbers for the Scottish Freemasons on the space program, because most astronauts are Freemasons. The Freemasons run the space program. Tesla fits into that pattern because of SpaceX. He's like the big engineer guy. It's the same pattern in Elon Musk. So when Elon Musk is introduced in this play, in this piece of propaganda, he says, "You have my full support," and we get the numbers for the Scottish Rite Freemasons, which is part of the space pattern they use right here. 113's reflection, 49's reflection, and then 229. That's the 50th prime number, Scottish 50. And then you have my full support also equals 95. NASA founded it with 95 numerology. The Bavarian Illuminati 95. Jesuit connected number. Your Roman Catholic Church 104. There's always, could be more to this. Just like how we have July 4th, 1776, founded on a date with 104 numerology, Jerusalem 104. But again, to me, that all just goes back to Roman Catholic Church. I think it's a really good number for that pattern. But anyone who's a veteran, that was probably a very long explanation for this. But anyone new, I hope you see then how they do it. They tuck them in, prime number relationships, reflection, stuff like that. Oh, that'd be a cool album, flow through instrumentals. Hey, yeah, take care, Arthur. Awesome, man. Yeah, keep up the good work. Yo, if you're not subscribed to Simple Truth TV, guys, subscribe to him right now. Puts out amazing work. Always streaming what's going on. Likewise, Dr. Savage. Guys, Dr. Savage always putting out really good posts, too. Exposing these people. Showing them the crap that they really are doing. Expose them for what they really are. Dr. Savage 84 says, watch 7/17, July 17th. Date has date numerology matching kill in all 4 ciphers. It's also 33 days after Trump's birthday. And 4 months, 4 days after, excuse me, 4 months, 4 days after March 13th, the date of the national emergency declared. Interesting. And president equals 133. So they could have, again, either they could kill Trump that day, just out of nowhere, seemingly out of nowhere, or, again, more likely something symbolic, something bad for his campaign, bad for just him, something sacrificial, people leaving him or something like that. It'd be all Jesuit order connected, and, you might see, Paul Manafort, for example, it's probably not going to be him, but, him, all these White House actors, man, they're all in these Jesuit order plays. I can only name Manafort right now for some reason. But Brett Kavanaugh, Manafort, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All the Jesuit actors. Oh, Miss Mildred wants to know my thoughts on NFAC and black gun formation. We could look into it, because I can't give you my thoughts on them, because I don't even know about them. Which is kind of, if these are common things, yeah, I don't know about them. I probably should, maybe, but I can learn about them. Oh, this stuff? Oh, to me, this is all just government operations. Yeah, I know what this stuff is. This is just, guys, this is just, understand, the way I see it, Huey P. Newton, Black Panthers, find the Black Panthers in Oakland and all that shit. Freemasons run that. They run all these, the Bloods, the Crips. Whenever I see a bunch of black people gather around, wearing all colors, being all militant style, the Catholic Church is behind it. That's all. That's my thoughts. I'm sure that's exactly what this is. Because it's more racially divisive programming. Oh, look at all these black people. They're dangerous, all armed and all black. What if night falls? What if they're still together with their guns and no, you can't see them because their skin's black and they're all wearing black? It scares people. That's exactly why this shit's coming out. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't represent anything. It doesn't stand for anything. It's just it's racially divisive. How's this solidarity? Oh, it's black solidarity. No, it's racially divisive nonsense. It's unnecessary. It doesn't do anything. We're still being ruled over by the Catholic Church. It's people walking down the street strapped, and they're not pointing the guns at who they need to be pointing at. If they're pointing the guns at the fucking Pope, at other people involved in this bullshit, shooting it at them, my opinion will be different. But that's not what they're doing. So I think that that gives my thoughts on these people. Absolutely. Not the Black Panthers, and they'll tell you this type of stuff because it's run by the same gang. I can't confirm that. I don't. I haven't looked through all the paperwork and shit, but just based on what I'm seeing here, it's all part of the agenda. Yeah, let's go back to that July 17th real quick, because as Dr. Savage was explaining, the guys are gonna kill so much. Oh my god, guys, this is gonna be a Jesuit order killing machine day. Come on, 177, kill 28. Kill 64. kill 44. And then we have what? 55, 199th day. Is it with 55 numerology, 199th day of the year? They're going to pair this, just this alone, they're going to do too. Sacrifice 46 is 55. 199 is 46 prime. 55, sacrifice 55. So we have two sacrifice numbers. We got some kill numbers. It's 20, death equals 20. Guys, they're going to be a pretty major, like a major big celebrity can just die on this Friday, just like how Avicii died on a Friday, making people's, weekends sour. I really would not be surprised if like a celebrity is actually like, I'm talking about like Will Smith level. I'm not saying him, but like A-list, Brad Pitt level, or maybe one step below that. Maybe like Christina Ricci level. You know what I'm trying to get at. Someone that you've seen in a bunch of movies, or heard a lot of music. They're probably gonna have COVID or some shit. But 167 days remaining, 39th prime. Really, really good call, Dr. Savage. Guys, this is the ultimate day. And of course, Chaos 19, 28, 46. And that to me, it could be some big false flag too, some big killing, New World Order style false flag, maybe somewhere in England, or I always pick on England, but that's what they like to do, guys. Fuck shit up over there. It's the same gang running the show. I can go on all day about this date, but if it's just a normal chill day, just more coronavirus propaganda, I will be absolutely amazed. I will have to reevaluate. Actually, nothing. What can I reevaluate at that point? It's clear that they do things by those numbers. And it's 33 days after Trump's birthday. 33, big sacrificial number. Jesus Christ dying at 33. If they were to assassinate Trump, that would be a good day for it. But I think they're going to do something around it, Because Donald Trump is just such a powerful actor. I don't think they're going to get rid of him anytime soon. I really don't. Could I be wrong? Of course. 99% chance, when you're out 13, get 99. It's about Nick Cordero, Canada. Alright, so here's the White House, Catholic Church 75. This is the Catholic Colony on 7/5. On the 187th day of the year. Society of Jesus 187. We have the White House, the USA headquarters, supposedly, was not. But 179 is the 41st prime. USA 41. Scottish 32. Oh my god, White House 52. I mean, it's honestly that simple. White House equals 52. Today with 52 numerology, the 187th day of the year, we get White House on the propaganda. Because the White House, they love to participate in by the numbers numerical rituals. That's what you should know about it. Not that it was founded in, you should know it was founded this year, but why? And know the numerology behind it, What I'm trying to say is don't go on some White House tour, and take what they give you and say, oh, I know about the White House. That was great. That was informative, right? You don't know jack shit about the White House unless you know gematria numerology, period. What another good example. What are they? They're the authority, right? We have another example right here with this update.
Continues to say
with this update time. Oh my goodness, with this minute 58-second video. Freemasonry 158. Unbelievable. Just branding the propaganda again. Freemasonry 158. But look at this. White House equals what? 137? That's the head of what? The authority. In the narrative, of course. 137, that's the 33rd prime. And don't forget, authority also equals 52. It's to do with 52 numerology. So that's the 33rd prime, right? 137, like White House, like authority. When you write out 33, you get 156 and 141 when you reverse alphabetical order. 141, you see? So this White House updated at 1041. And I always use 41, that's the home number. House doesn't equal 41, but home equals 41. Again, 179 is the 41st prime. It's they with 179 days remaining. And they updated it at the 41st minute of the hour. It's contrived crap. And again, on 4/7 is when they published it. White House equals 47. So they continued it today because today also mattered with the day numerology. So it's a continuation pattern inside this propaganda. Measures to protect Trump from coronavirus scale up even as he seeks to move on. But they don't. They're not doing anything because there's nothing they need to do. Trump tries to drag America backward. Nope, it's all the slave sheep who believe all the propaganda. D348 says I should check out Mithras in the calculator with all the ciphers on. I don't know how I'll piece this together, but we'll see. Because I have no context besides the 88 Trump numbers. I see Trump right away, everywhere. I think this is what he's going with. That's why he just told me to do it, because I just had a feeling it's just gonna be Trump. Trump 47, 88. You get cited Jesus numbers 56, Jewish 8834, Trump 114 and Francis Bacon. 201 reverse Francis Bacon. Interesting. Mithraism, the Roman mystery religion, Roman Catholic Church, mystery religion centered on the god Mithras. The religion was inspired by Iranian worship of the Zoroastrian angelic divinity Mithra. Through the Greek Mithras was linked to a new and distinctive imagery, and the level of continuity between Persian and Greco-Roman practice is debated. The mysteries were popular among the Roman military, which is the Catholic Church, the Jesuit order, the Knights Templar, the federal government. From about the 1st to the 4th century CE, but again, what they should have just wrote here is until present. These are still popular with the federal government. The Roman military, these people run the White House. This is the White House right here. This is another page. This is their sister page. I'm not being funny. I'm not making a joke. Sure, it's funny. You can laugh. I'm not saying don't laugh. I'm just saying, if you're new, I'm being serious. These people still run the show. Julius Caesar, assassinated in 44 BC, killed 44. These people, they run the show. I cannot say it enough. The Vatican. This is a pretty long page, too. And I'm sure you read it, points all to exactly what's going on. The Imperial Roman Army. This is now again, they're an army. What do armies use? They use weapons, right? Soldiers use weapons. I'm not even kidding. We are looking through a weapon from the Imperial Roman Army. This is a psychological weapon from the Vatican. And I'm showing you how to break it down and understand how it's all being used against you. How it's branded with the red and blue pillars of Freemasonry. And look at this, guys. You guys are going to love this. Space propaganda. We always have fun with this, because what are we going to see? Numbers for the Scottish Rite. We already see it. It's 5/7, Scottish Rite 57, with the space program right here. Ancient accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, 187, 187th day of the year. And they're going to put more in here. So we're going to look at this. And it's just funny. They put red and blue pillars of Freemasonry in a lot of things, like here, even in the style. But the thing that popped up the most is this. It ends up being space crap. Clearly putting the red and blue pillars. New crew will launch to the International Space Station. So all the names will sum to the same things for Freemasonry, Masonic, space. You'll see 47s, 44, 139. We'll even see some 55s. Space station. Oh yeah, we'll see 40. So we'll see 44, 17, 26, 91, 28. All their prime number derivatives. Space station 142, 74. This is published today, though, I think. Oh, it's published in 7/3, so that's good to see. Why? Because it's NASA propaganda. NASA equals 73. So on 7/3, they're publishing this crap by the numbers. See, Scottish 50. Day with 181 days remaining. That's the 42nd prime. Freemason 42. Masonry 42. Space Station 142. When you read off 42, you get 142. And what did I say? We're going to get numbers for space. 6, 26. We get space and Mason right away. Mason 62, space 26. How many times have I opened up a piece of space propaganda, crap, ritual, and it's updated at the 26th minute of the hour? Space 26. Again, calling the numbers out, telling you exactly the pattern we're going to see, opening up the piece of crap, and seeing it. Illuminati 120, 80-second video. I'll admit I'll stop me on that unless it's a minute 19 video with the thumbnail 120. But I think they're going with something with this that I'm not really seeing.
5, 4.
Yeah, like 80 seconds. I know 8 connects to infinite time. May 30, NASA 35 did with 35 numerology at the Kennedy Space Center. Kennedy 33. SpaceX equals 68 and 32. That's probably the first time in a very long time I see them with a video lens that's not super blatant, and that just tells me that it connects straight up to this. Like it's part of the riddle that I'm not seeing, obviously. This October, see how they start this off with this October, the only month in the full reduction that equals 33, 78, Scottish Rite 78 with the 33 pillars, or excuse me, degrees. Again, you can't deny this if we're calling out exactly what we're going to see beforehand, exactly the type of trope, and we go down. Masonry 33. It's going to be Masonry the whole time. Masonry 33, 39, like October. That's what they say this October. NASA astronaut Kate Rubins and Russian cosmonauts Sergei Rizk, whatever. The two Sergeys. So there's a reason why there's two Sergeys in this propaganda, in this ritual. Sergey equals 43. Look at this shit, see? Space Station 43, we have Sergey and the space station. Always numerical ritual. Two Sergeys, see? Unbelievable. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, the first woman. Kate Rubins, 120. Yes, it's a minute 20 video. So there could be just a big thing with 120 here that they're coding. Kate Rubins, 39 like Masonry, 48 like Freemason. Illuminati, 150, 48, 120, and I think 69 as well. So Illuminati riddle. You can already see it already. We'll do this guy's name. Uh-oh. Yep, never fails, Dr. Savage. Never fucking fails. Like, you know, it's just so infuriating when people deny this. Like how are you denying this? Sergei Rizkyov, 165, like Scottish Rite. I mean, it does get really, really exhausting saying the same thing over and again. But I guess I'll keep saying it. I'll keep saying his name equals this, like Scottish Rite, because it's not my fault. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I typed in his name. We get the obviously Scottish Rite number on the space program. That's what we've been talking about this whole time. It is the same exact pattern. Sergei Kud Sverchkov. Doesn't matter what his name is in Russian, it is by numbers. I think they're hiding it with the S exception. Maybe not. Maybe they're stumping on his name. 103, nope, they're not. Scottish 103. It is from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. Scottish 103, like Sergei Kud Sverchkov. And of course, all these other numbers are relevant. There's more to this, obviously. Freemasonry, 58, 59. His name equals 85 and 95. That's what they're doing. Again, it's that pattern. They're clearly coding these. Every time we do this, understand, I'm trying to find, why do you think I do this every time? I try to find one day, we open some NASA propaganda and put in these names, and it's not the same. Like Chris Cassidy, Robert Benkin, remember they equal the same thing? Now they're telling us about Bob Benkin. It's the same guy, but they're calling him Bob in this spelling, in this particular piece. 42, 78. I guess, what is this? Scottish Rite 78. Yes, Jesuit 7842. Because it's really specifically in my, yeah, guys, it's all intertwined, but just keeping it simple. I do look for Jesuit order numbers, obviously. But Scottish Rite, guys, that's the pattern I like to just hone in on for the space program. Just look at NASA's foundation numerology and all that. Scottish Rite 78, Bob Benkin 78, Masonry 42, Freemason 42, 48. Why are we getting this? Every single one, so clearly. I'm trying my best, I really am, to break the pattern, and we can't. We already saw Doug Hurley too. Space 44, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't get a straight up Freemason number, you'll get space numbers, space 44. And then you go down, 1947. I don't know if this is the right. This is a different piece of propaganda. I'm gonna close this, but it's talking about 4th of July, 1947. Time 47. This is with Donald Trump. Thomas Jefferson in 1801. 181 is the 42nd prime. Freemason 42. That plane crash. I feel like we didn't look at that much. I know there's definitely a lot more. Let's do this guy's last name. Kud Svechkov. Guys, this is completely coded. Svechkov. There's an R there. See, that's why I copy and paste. Oh my god, guys. Are you seeing what his last name equals? 159, 165. Haven't I been sitting here saying, I'm trying to break this pattern. You guys are watching me live, trying to break the pattern, trying to put in their names and not getting Scottish Rite or space, and especially Scottish Rite. And look what we get again. Kud Svechkov, Scottish Rite. 159, 165. You see this? And of course, his name equals 51, 60, like conspiracy. Pattern always in space as well. Freemason, space, and conspiracy. I say it all the time, and they stick with it. 66 numerology when you're out, or not numerology, gematria. When you're out 33, you get 66. We can even break that name down to 2, guys. That's how much they're coding this. See? Look at this shit. I just said conspiracy, Mason, or Mason, Freemason, Freemasonry, all that, Masonic. But Mason, space, conspiracy, right? Look what his name equals. The Svechkov portion. Conspiracy 1, 2, 3, 51. Freemason 42, 51, 48. I mean, it's just too crazy. Freemason, conspiracy, and then look at Svechkov. I mean, how crazy is this? After just talking about it, it just shows how contrived all this crap is. And Cud 36, 18, sun numbers, ritual 45. Rubens, and then we gotta do Rizkov. Got these names, I cannot pronounce them. $37, $53, $134, Tisha B'Av number, 53 to 16th prime. So I guess I think they finally did it. I can't fully see, bam, that's popping out, Yes, NASA 30 or NASA 73 to reflection, but just the last name of him, I don't see a very blatant coding. That does again. That does not mean that they're not coding his name, or it's just cherry picking. It's just like when you see how much they're coding Scottish Rite very clearly versus anything else. Rubens with the Society of Jesus numbers. Again, Space Station 43. So let's go back. I think we're done with this. They will launch on October 14th at 12:45. See, they'll launch on 14/10. So numerology cut out the zero, so they'll launch on what? 141. What did we learn earlier? When you write out 33, you get 141. We had some Masonic crap earlier, updated at what, 1041 or something. At 12:45. And they're launching October 14th, so we can do July 3rd, that's when they publish this, till October 14th. And the pattern will continue. It will continue. It always might not. And it's nice when I get stumped, it's at least a little change. But come on, guys. The pattern continued. 103 days from when they published this propaganda with the Scottish Rite Freemason space program to the launch is 103 days. Scottish equals 103. I mean, come on, guys. What is this? It is contrived. Scottish 103. Did I not say it's been the Scottish Rite numbers the whole time? So they give us when it's happening from they published it 103 days. 3 months, 11 days, reflection of 113. 103, right? We got this early. We already went over this. Someone's name, whatever, equal 311, 103. I explained, see how they're putting Scottish Rite right on this. So obviously, they're doing it here again. 103, 3 months, 11 days. Scottish, 113, reflection 311, 103. Again, like I don't know what else to say. I really don't. And there's 33 degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. When you're at 33, you get 141. It's 14/10. Like, these are just so blatant where to deny it just means you're trolling. Like, you have to be trolling. And look at the date numerology of that day. Space 28, 44. They were 28 life lesson number, 44 numerology. What date is this again? They're saying that this is the launch. They're launching to this new space station on October 14th. And spend 6 months in the space station. Saturn is the sixth planet from the sun. But that's a date with what? 28, 44 numerology, with 70 days remaining. Scottish Rite, 78. Going back to that 311, that is the 64 prime. There was 64 numerology. But guys, I'm talking kind of slow, like breaking these down very cleanly. I really hope anyone new or anyone watching this in the future or you found this stream, I hope you're absolutely seeing how specific and how engineered these rituals are and how you can reverse engineer them using numerology, gematria, because this is what they use to contrive and concoct them. One more time. Space, 44 using alphabetical order, reversing and reducing 28. That's a date with what? 28, 44 numerology. I don't mean to be super repetitive, but you can't see this type of shit and overlook it and be like, oh, I forgot how coded this was. Like, no. Like, you should remember this for the rest of your life and use that accordingly. So when someone challenges you and telling you, no, this is all real, you can say, shut the fuck up, this is fake as fuck, here's how. Everyone's just trying to find other ways to, show you how NASA is bullshit, which there are plenty of other ways you can, but the guys, this is the best way. It's just, besides using your own eyes and seeing the crap they're putting out, one of these two women astronauts will go to the moon. I want see again. I already see the 21. I want to look at this and look for the numbers. I already see the 21. Again, it's 2442 is the main number, but they use 21 as well. Female 24, woman 21. So woman equals 21, 24. One of these 12 women, the reflection of 21. Astronauts will go to the moon. Updated at 6 or published on 6/21. 2019. Nice. So we're gonna go back a year. So I want us to look for the female pattern. Let's go to the chat real quick. Nice, 45 people. That means you guys are just here looking at this example. Yeah, I'm glad you're laughing, Dr. Savage. It is ridiculous. It's just, you know. Yep, 42 is really coded with space. Absolutely. Outer space equals 42. Freemason 42. Outer space equals 1, 2, 3 as well. The conspiracy. So again, if I ever forget to call this out, understand it's all intertwined. You know, if you see a 1, 2, 3, it's for outer space. It's for conspiracy. It's a number 4 to space program. They use it all the time. They gotta. So Dr. Savage is saying they gotta be using quantum computers to code everything from movies to music to daily news to celebrity careers to world history. No way people could code this all out, do all sync so perfect. Exactly. And then they probably mock us. Look at the new Watson. Look at the new quantum computer doing this stuff. And it's like telling us, you know, it's doing this, it's doing that, not letting us know that it's contriving all this shit by the numbers. Chicks with dicks in space. Yep, that's where I look at. Chicks with dicks in space. All by the numbers. Just sick. And guys, for how ritualistic these people are, you know, if they were to apply that sort of, you know, chicks with dicks type of ritual, it would definitely be with this, definitely be in this. Like I could see them doing it absolutely. And look, the pattern continues. Updated at 6:33. I mean, come on. At 6:33, we're just looking
That's
at
the
a
first woman that's
we're just
involved.
looking at a space station launch on when. You write out 33 to remember. On when? The 14th of October, 141. See? We're just talking about this number. Masonry 33, 33 degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. We click on the new piece of NASA contrived nonsense that's linked here, and it's what? Updated at 6:33. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And look, oh my god. What the fuck? A minute 27-second video? Wow. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry 127. Guys, this is contrived crap from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. We've been sitting on this for a while. It's been this the whole time. Look how blatant and obvious this is. Unbelievable, man. I still want to look for the 42. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Looking for the female pattern they always put. We already saw it. You know, woman, 21, and 6/21, 2019. Date with 39 numerology, 60. Oh god, 66 numerology. Woman, 66. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is so blatant. June 21st, 2019. If you missed that part, that's when they published this piece of propaganda crap. 2019, 6/21. You always look at the URL, you see it right here. They're putting July 16th, 2019 here. I don't get it, guys. I just look at the URL. That's when they're updating it. Again, I'm just going for what they're giving me. Now, oh yeah, see, so this is July 16th, and that's good. So July 16th, I wasn't thinking straight. July 16th is the update time. You see that? So this is important, and that's the last update time. 16/7, 167 is the 39th prime. Masonry 39, 33. See, they always do that gematria pairing. They'll pair the 2 base ciphers or whatever, 2 of the 4 base ciphers with the update time and the date. They do this all the time. Their model's ordered out of chaos. It's 2019. We're going back to what we were looking at earlier, but real quick. Masonry 33, 39. That's why at 6:33 on what? 16/7, the 16th of July. That's the final update time for this piece of propaganda. Masonry 39, 167 is the 39 prime. Masonry 39, 33. So you see how this works? See? Very clear how they do this. And then what we're looking at, the date numerology of the published date, which you can find in the URL. That's what? 6621 numerology. Going back to Gematria, putting in, using these 4-base ciphers, woman, 6621. Using alphabetical order, 66. Rules of numerology, 21. 66, 21 numerology. And since it's space related, it's a date with 193 days remaining. That's the 44 prime. And it's coming out there with 39 life lesson number, Masonry 39. But 193 days remaining, that's the 44 prime, space 44. Again, using the 4-base ciphers, using alphabetical order, 44. 193 is the 44 prime. They are using their Gregorian calendar, because it's from the Catholic Church, Gregorian 58, like calendar 58, 158 like Freemasonry, calendar 50 like Scottish. They're using this stuff, they're syncing it all together, and they're using it to put this stuff out on a routine basis. Again, another extremely clear example. I cannot believe it. Yeah, we didn't get the 4224 like I wanted, but I hope you get it. You saw the date numerology come out, 6621. And then they're telling you what? 49 of them have been women. Scottish 49. I don't think there's more to these patterns. I want to know the 4-base ciphers and memorize it. Women, female, but there's no 49. I know that. Lady 66. Why is lady equals 6621 like woman? They are creating your language. This is modern English is made by the Catholic Church, made by this gang. Lady, woman, bitch, like a female dog, 42, 24. These are female-centric numbers. So that's why I was here looking for the 42. Just so anyone knew, that's why I was looking for that number. But you see how we see the 49 here, we see the 50 right up here, Scottish 50, 49. Just within 2 paragraphs, you see it. Guys, there are so many numbers in the world. Why are we seeing the same ones over and over and over again? And the related pieces of nonsense. 1983, there's something with that too that I'm not seeing from the top of my head. 347, I don't believe that's a prime number. But whenever I say I don't believe, whenever anyone says they don't believe, that means that it could be true. That's why believing is bullshit. It's not even a phrase I don't normally even say, I don't believe, because whenever you don't believe, that means you're probably wrong, because I was wrong. Just to emphasize, quit believing the propaganda. Because whenever you see CNN, whenever you see this NASA stuff, think about it. You have to believe this stuff. You have to believe it for it to become true to you. And just think about it. But anyway, that's the 69 prime. On the Freemasonic arch, the 69, Saturn 69, Illuminati 69. 11-year-old daughter, 11 the master number. There are 38 active astronauts in NASA's astronaut corps. Of those, 12 are women, which means 26 are men. 26, Mason 26, 26 are Masons. You see that? That's how they do it. Mason 26, Space 26. What's 26 plus 12? 38. So if there's 38 people and 12 are women, that 26 are men, and that means they're all fucking Masons, 26 Masons, and they're astronauts. I will be absolutely floor shocked if one of those were not a Freemason. They're all fucking are. They're between the ages of 40 and 53. They are doctors, CIA. Oh my god, they even let you know that they're CIA agents? And this is coded CIA propaganda and distraction. This is how much these people mock you. They're literally telling you that the CIA agents are in NASA. So why would you believe the plays these people put out? I mean, it's just absolutely sick. And of course, they mentioned doctors first, Doctor 33. But CIA agents, scientists, and military pilots. NASA has an incredible pool to pull from. All this wordplay from the federal government. Here they are. Just nasty, disgusting. How many of these people are in the Order of the Eastern Star? How many of them are in Freemasonry, if you know what I mean? Going back to what Dr. Savage was saying. clocking 197 days in space. Because you understand, these people believe that God has, God is created with the masculine and the feminine. He has two parts to him. If you look at the tree of life, like at the bottom of it, it represents like both of those. So they really are into that type. That's the whole transgender agenda, male to female. That's all encapsulated within the stuff they're into and the rituals they put out. Just from my research, from my understanding, from my expertise, it is hard, if not impossible, for me to prove. Which is why I don't talk about it much. That's just my personal preference. But I mean, they're just giving you more stupid stuff. 115 Freemasonry. We're about to move on. I think we've been on this piece of space propaganda for a while. There was a 163 there, the 38th prime. The tragic allure of Alaska's Into the Wild bus. So Alaska has specific propaganda they participate in. I'm trying to see it though. I don't see it right away. I know Alaska equals. Understand, Alaska is run by the Central Intelligence Agency, which equals 117, like Alaska. And it's just how weight of a state it is just has me wondering, if it's absolutely just like straight up. I think about people go missing there all the time. It just has you wonder. Oh my goodness, Fairbanks bus 142. Guys, bus equals 42. Because this is always riddle. Bus 42 using alphabetical order. When you write up 42 in alphabetical order, you get 142. And what are they saying? Fairbanks bus 142. You see how quick you just see this immediately? The first sentence of this bullshit propaganda. It is contrived. Stop believing the news. Stop having people have you believe it. There's no point. So we got Fairbanks with the 45, like Alaska, Into the Wild. I want to do Fairbanks bus 142. Well, Fairbanks bus, and again, in Gematria, I'll say it again. You don't count the numbers just using pure Gematria, right? Because it doesn't count. But this calculator just adds it. But it's still relevant, and they use this to encode stuff. But again, I like to look at both and see, it's like looking at the birthday, from the past birthday to the forward birthday, and they usually encode both, but there's one of those that's just this super strong, super just points out. And I see it right here, Fairbanks bus, and Fairbanks bus then 142, and Gematria equals 42. Outer space numbers, I see this as well, of course, but conspiracy 1, 2, 3, that's probably more where they're going. Or what, are they taking people to outer space as their research facilities and shit? Fairbanks bus 142 and Fairbanks bus then equals 201. 84, the Jesuit order 201, Jesuit 84. The Jesuit order 84 201. Into the Wild bus. I don't know why I'm looking at this. I don't even get what this is about. But we see the Catholic Church's numbers. Into the Wild, they put in quotes, 139, 58, 158 and 59. Oh my God. I mean, guys, this is from the Freemasons. And the Catholic Church, because they're working together, they're all in the same. The Jesuit order, they're Masonic in themselves. The tragic allure of Alaska's Into the Wild bus. What are we looking at? Freemasonic propaganda. Freemasonry equals 139, 58, 158, and 59. Just like what? Into the Wild. Perfect overlap. You're seeing it here. This is from the Freemasons. That's what everything we've put into the calculator points back to them. That's why they updated this on 7/3, Mason 73. Bus 42. See, that now I get it now. 142, Fairbanks bus 140 equals 42, bus 42. The magic bus, magic 33. It's just another Masonic ritual. Freemason 42. And again, when I talk like that, don't think that it's just another Masonic ritual. Like what it is, there's nothing else to decode. There's nothing else to see. No, it's not that at all. It's just, you just know that it's the Freemasons doing a tribute to themselves. The Magic Bus, 45, in Alaska, 45. Then it's sat for nearly 60 years, The Fairbanks bus sitting next, for 60 years. Fairbanks bus, 60. You see, the details they put in the story match the gematria. That's what I've been trying to teach for years. And it's always coming true. You know, early 1960s, see? 60 years. They're letting you know, they're cluing you in to the gematria values behind the things in their rituals. Look at this Freemason here inside bus number 142. You know, with a 24-year-old, the reflection of 42. I mean, come on. Oh, Christopher McCandless. He did his documentary. Guys, I'm sure that guy's a Freemason. I obviously can't prove it, but McCandless 93. I did forget to point out they added the ages of the women in the space program. The 12 astronauts, whatever, ages 40 to 53. 40 plus 53 equals 93. Like Saturn. So yeah, I kind of want to leave this alone. It's look at all this shit. It's all nonsense. We're reading all this about what? About who? It's a Masonic ritual. Auto refresh. I'm probably gonna close the stream relatively soon. I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm sure you guys probably are too. But if we're still going strong in the chat, then where are we? Oh, I was gonna show you guys stock market stuff. See, that's what the title is of the video. We just get there's been so many good Masonic examples. Chicks with dicks equals 159, like Scottish Rite. That's hilarious, Dr. Savage. They also mentioned 77th Brigade BA says they also mentioned 42 in Men in Black too, when Will Smith is about to fight Jara. Jara equals 42, and they mentioned 42. Interesting. And again, that's what they do, guys. They clue you in to the gematria values, and they go as far as to make things like, you know, movies like not Pink, but 23, Pink equals 23, with Jim Carrey and Ned the dog in there. Like, they do these things, and they literally clue you in, and people be like, oh, you're 23, you'll mock you. Woman dies after falling from roller coaster. Oh, in France. I was about to say, it can't be in America, everything's closed down. So France, the big Scottish Rite place. France. Look at this 340. Oh my god, guys. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you seeing this French ritual? France equals 47. A woman has died after falling from a roller coaster in France. Updated at 347. Roller coaster equals 62, like sacrifice. There's a woman. There's no woman pattern with roller coaster. The Formula One coaster. See, this finish right here. Like her life's over. Finish equals 47, like France. 34, like France. Death, killing, murder, 38. So they have that twice. See, finish. See, finish. 38, like death, killing, murder. It's just sick. But France, 34, 47. Park St. Paul. See, St. Paul, this is from the Catholic Church. I mean, that's how obvious these people are. Park St. Paul equals 83, like murder. And the Formula One coaster. So I know they're coding that number inside this. I can just tell already. 86, see, Formula One coaster, 86, like blood sacrifice. Because I hope you can tell how I'm talking. Like, it's the same, it's literally the same thing every time. So I'm like super jaded right now. Because it's nothing new. It's this, again, same play, same tropes, just different actors. Blood Sacrifice 86. The park where it's at has a similar pattern. 83 like murder. In France, 47. Killing, 47. And 74. Finished 38 like killing. Ritual 45. Catholic 145. Oh my goodness. I mean, what is this shit? The accident occurred on Saturday around 1:45 p.m. at Park St. Paul. I mean, guys, it's not hard to even do this. You could just type in St. Paul. Who's St. Paul? Hope we don't get Minnesota. Well, we will if we're... Look, see, Paul the Apostle. And then you do Control F, you type in Catholic, and they even mentioned it 20 times. Today, Paul's epistles continue to be vital roots of the theology, worship, and pastoral life in the Latin and Protestant traditions of the West, as well as the Eastern Catholic and Orthodox traditions of the East. See? The Catholic Encyclopedia. Guys, this is Catholic Church ritual. See your Roman Catholic liturgical. I'm breaking this down pretty hard for you right now. If you're completely new to this and you're lost, Saint Paul, a Catholic actor, 145 is when this happened. Catholic equals 145. Saturday, Saturn Sun ritual. If it was on Sunday, that'd be even much better. But Saturday is the Sabbath. These people switched to Sunday. Authorities in Oise confirmed the incident to CNN. I'm sure it's not pronounced. It's probably pronounced like Oi. You probably don't even pronounce the last two letters or whatever because it's French. That equals 60, 21, 48, 24. You don't get the women numbers right there, the female numbers. The woman 32, a Scottish 32. There's something more here. I'm not seeing. Definitely not seeing. One of 45. See, the Formula One coaster is one of 45 rides at the park. What else do you seriously need to see at this point? We've been going all day, and it's the same fucking people. 1:45 p.m. at Park St. Paul. It is one of 45 rides at the park. Guys, this is from the Catholic Church. Catholic 145 reverse alphabetical order. They're being extremely blatant. They're trying their absolute best to let you know what is going on. And look, it reopened on 6/6. So we got it. Woman 66. So we do get it, finishing off the stupid piece of propaganda. Unbelievable, man. Wow. One of 45. Zach said for homework, study the Catholic Church numbers. Yes, that's perfect homework. That's excellent homework. And yeah, we all should do that. That will, because you can, all the sports games, all the rituals, UFC 251's coming up. 251's the 54 prime Jesuit order. Zach said look up for them. Numbers there too. The horse race winner was just that. There's another Jesuit ritual in sports that just happened. And I can't believe this, guys. I mean, this is... I'm going to close down some pieces of propaganda, but I'm going to leave that one up. Just bookmark. I mean, some of these things I need to just be bookmarking. Like, it's just crazy. So, I think we're going to be done here with the propaganda in a bit. I'm saying that now, but a plea to Kanye, just don't. It's like, jeez, man. Yeah, but I saw this earlier. I didn't look into it, but it's contrived Floridian propaganda, fear porn. A rare case of brain-destroying amoeba has been confirmed in Florida. Florida with the death killing murder. Yeah, I mean, I did say I was going to show some market stuff. Might as well get into it now. But, I mean, because people could ask me, what to do. I think I've always said the best way for someone to get started in the markets is not try to play guessing games and just, like, have a system and play, like, stocks that aren't really expensive manipulated by the banks. And why do I say that? Because it's easier to learn and understand price action this way. It is something that you could do every day. Like waiting for, dates with 46 numerology to come and then hope that the SPY, sells off because of some negative propaganda, for example. That doesn't happen often. And, you'll just be like kind of more so treating it like a gambling. But if you want to make consistent profits, you want to honestly trade something like this. Like, and again, it's always my opinion. This is how I see the markets. If everyone's going to differ, but pretty much, if you're trying to study, practice with fake money, get started, trade with real money, like take that path, this is your quickest way to do it. Most efficient, really, not even quick. It's more about efficiency, because you don't want to be in a rush at all to make money, or you're just gonna lose it. But let's just say, like, look at the range of this. So from the open to the low here is 20 cents. So you could have just blindly bought the open, and the most you would have lost per share is 20 cents. That means if you bought 100 shares, you've lost $20. If you bought 1,000 shares, you've lost $200. If you bought 10,000 shares, you've lost $2,000. Which, from a risk perspective, isn't so bad, because look how high it went this day. This is just a random. This is just one other penny stock runner. This one wasn't even a big runner this day, but it opened at had high at $2.60. High a day, I guess midday, $3.15. So let's just say you bought the open and you sold even at $3. That's 40 cents, risking 20. So it's already a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, which means that you have to only be right a third of the time to break even, and your risk is not so much versus trading maybe something like Facebook. How are you going to get 100 shares of this? Because even if you're starting out, it doesn't matter how much money you have. Like if you're a multi-millionaire, but you don't know how to trade, you're gonna just lose all those millions over time. So even starting out, guys, Wall Street laughs at these small stocks. They think, oh, they're stupid. But if you're trying to grow money efficiently, it's a very efficient route. Sure, you can trade Facebook. I'm not saying don't trade Facebook. These are good strategies, good setups. Look how this is bear flagging off the VWAP. Very good play. But you need a lot of money to make money here. This goes from 230, 237 down to what? 233, 234. I'm just kind of rounding. So a $3 move. See, about $3 move. So, which is nice, 3 points. But how much would you have to spend to even get 100 shares of this? $233 times 100. Sure, you get margin and stuff. You need $23,000 to use 100 shares of this. And we'll just say that you have buying power, so they give you margin, and they give you 6x margin. You still need, because you can do an offshore broker. If you put in this much money in an offshore broker that gives you 6x margin, then you can actually trade 100 shares of this. But you see the hoops you have to go through. I'm gonna go back to the chat. I don't people have questions, but I'm showing this because people really were specifically asking, how to trade, how to get started. and I think I gotta show my expert, what I know what to do at this point. I hope you guys are still having good conversation. But anyone who's, yeah, I wish you could post memes in this. Anyone who's paying attention, I'll keep going. DD Specs says he sunk all of his money into carrier pigeons and mylar shingles and mylar vests for his carrier pigeons. Well, I hope they give you a return on your investment at some point. But I mean, that's kind of what the stock market is, guys. They want you buying pigeons that don't go anywhere. And when I say that, I mean things like Luck and Coffee. It's just crazy how this shit is getting delisted. If it's not, I think it's delisted. Look, it doesn't come up. This shit's delisted. I hope not. Oh wait, well, it doesn't show me the 1 minute data. Let's see. This shit doesn't trade anymore. See, June 26th was the last day. This shit's over. Remember when I have? You can check my channel. I have a video showing you the IPO, how it all IPO'd by the numbers, how from IPO date to the date it completely sold off and gapped down after the shit was a span of 46 weeks. Chaos 46, Sacrifice 46. Before we move, and then you see how it's just gone now. It's another crap. Because people invested in this shit, thinking, oh, it's Chinese competitor to, think like look at it from an investment standpoint, and what people would think and say, and it's kind of fucked up in that regard. And it's why I say, don't fall for that type of stuff. Like, always do your own due diligence and research. I'm not saying don't invest, don't do any of that stuff, but it's like that's what you gotta avoid. It's just the thought of, oh, it's Luck and Coffee, like it's Starbucks competitor. They're doing well. Their balance sheet, their numbers are all good, but it's like they obviously were contriving information, which is what I said on day one, and that's what this whole happened because the CEO or whatever, was contriving information. But anyway, you could have been buying up this steady uptrend, or even buying this dip because it's still holding. See how this dip holding above this previous resistance? Like, it's still bullish. It's bullish all the way until kind of around this area almost, the coronavirus times. But this didn't happen because coronavirus. It happened. Well, it's all synced up because Wuhan coronavirus, China. So they tanked this all in time of that. But it just goes to show you would easily think, oh, it's going to compete with Starbucks. It's in China with all these people. How could you go wrong, right? How could you go wrong? And now look, you're bankrupt, depending on how much money you put in. Look at the market's V shape. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at the market's V shape. And they did an article on this. That's how I knew about it. They wrote about how the sell off on 3.5. We might look that up, but it's kind of frozen. I want to show you 3/5 to the completion of the V. So see right here on March 5th, that's when the sell-off kind of began because it broke down below the SMA, it retested, right? And look at how they faked out everyone here. I mean, it's exactly the type of shit I'm talking about. These people are fucking thieves. Look at how the Catholic Church, who runs the market, completely just faked out all the bulls. Everyone's buying it. Look at this buying volume. Oh, we're below the SMA. It's a value. Let's buy here for the recovery. It recovers. It closes above. It tries to, close under. It closes above again, and then bam, no. And this is the 5th, March 5th. So then this is the beginning of the V. See, the V starts here. It closes under this. The V starts there. March 5th to when? Till when it closes up here. May 27th, right? May 27th. March 5th to May 27th is when it finally closed above the SMA. And this shows exactly what these people are doing. It's why I say the Catholic Church runs the market. It's all rigged. They can take it whatever direction they want because they can. Two months, 22 days. How crazy is that? It's all from the Wuhan coronavirus. Wuhan coronavirus equals 222, right? 2 months, 22 days. A span of 12 weeks. And think about 12 in numerology, number for completion. 12 weeks. So the V lasted 12 weeks. And then and the thing is, someone will come along and say, well, you're just, making it work. You're like, using this indicator, what do they say? I chose this candle instead of this. Guys, they came out with propaganda saying like, and I'll try to look it up now. March 5th, market. Maybe find some news or something. It was kind of older. I'm about to look at it later, but they're telling you about how like they pretty much were saying it's hitting its new high since the March 5th something like. And I saved it on my phone. I'll look at it later without spending too much time. But they were singing up that day. You don't forget Catholic 35, 3/5. To here, to when it closes above, it starts to then trend up over that 222. So when you see that, you see a Luckin Coffee's doing their shit 46 weeks from when it IPOs. It's obviously clear that the market is being manipulated. It's being run by this gang, by the numbers. They control the supply and the demand. They can control the demand with the propaganda, and they have enough money to pump up anything. We see them. They'll say, "Oh, the Fed is injecting money into the market." All of a sudden, the SPY just goes up so much, just points on points on points. It's like, guys, if the Fed can just say, "Oh, we can just inject money in the market," and it just fucking just goes up as high as it wants to, like, what does that tell you? I mean, that's what the people who don't believe that these people run the market. I just don't understand. And they do it by the numbers. So I have this up for Warrior Trading, really good resource. This guy streams himself trading. He posts how much he makes, how much he loses. You don't have to obviously match him. I guess he trades really big size. He's been doing this for a decade, but he shows the different scanners. So again, every morning, this is how I would get started if I were you. If anyone wants to get started trading the hottest stocks on the market, I hope I'm still streaming. Oh, Dr. Savage, yeah, good night. If you go to bed within the next few minutes, whatever, good night, man. Yeah, we're about to wind down. I'm going to just show some more stock market stuff and probably be done by like 1-ish. Yeah, we got to learn to play the game. Exactly. That's exactly, you got to learn to play the game. The stock market's a game, and you got to learn how to play it. And it's all about having a strategy that just works, man. That's the best way I can say it. Because you can try to predict, what's the next big thing, the next this, next that. Let the money talk, guys. You have to understand. How like the funds, the hedge funds, the institutions that move the markets and stuff, they spend literally billions of dollars to figure out what's the next hottest sector to put the money in, what's the weakest sector, what's the next this that like. So if they're spending billions of dollars to figure out where to put their money, why would you, like with your limited time and resources, try to research the next best thing every single time? Instead, you want to follow their money, follow where the market's going. Right now, the market still looks like it's trending up. Again, it could, as long as the people are trying to keep shorting the market, guys, are going to keep trying to take it up. People have been short this whole time. But, you follow the price action. You find out what sector's hot. I'll show you how you can use FinViz and do that. But you can keep it very simple. That's one way. And it depends on your strategy, your personality. That's why I say first, figure out your personality, what you like. Me, I do like trading along the market, having an options trade, kind of sit there and as it goes. But that's not the only way I like to trade, and that's honestly my least favorite way. I like to have full control over my outcomes, and I think the best way to do that is trading small cap stocks. And sure, I trade it in a more artistic way, and I'll show you that.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Oh.
Guess what? It's July 1st.
So here's a good example. He'll start streaming. He'll break down the markets. He'll say, "Oh, this one has no volume. I'm not gonna trade it." But look, you see all the hottest stocks every morning. MYOS. This thing ended up going as high as like $3 and something. So imagine this for free. I'm not trying to again tempt anyone. I would always say know what you're doing before putting real money down. But you could have just seen the stream, see how this is at 230, bought it, sold it in the middle of the day, and it's at $3 or something cents. But the inverse can also happen. QLGN, you see it at $6, but look what happened that day. I mean, these things will sell off.
Exciting.
These things will sell off.
July
Oh my
is
god.
probably my favorite.
These things will sell off all day long. And you can short them. You can short them too. That's things you can be short them. See, this is July 1st. See how they closed at $4.57. So you could have bought it at $6 and been selling at $4, and you have lost a lot of money. So it's not just about blindly buying them. It's about understanding how they operate. These things are also manipulated on their own level. All stocks, all currencies, all these things are manipulated in some way. But it's all about understanding the game. So real quick here, you'll see the same. And we're not gonna go too deep into this, but again, if you guys follow this channel, you'll be able to learn from him. But this thing opened at what, $4 pre-market. So before the market opens, you can trade. And here's important to know. I mean, maybe let's say you work at like 9, 10. You only can trade maybe in the morning. Some of these things, especially now that the market's hotter, can get enough volume traded where you can take opportunities in the morning. So here at your 8:39, price goes up, hits resistance, and sells back off to this VWAP. And this is the volume weighted average price. It's a really good indicator because everyone's looking at it. And again, this type of trading is the best way to explain. It's momentum trading. You want to do what everyone's not doing, but you also want to do what everyone's doing. It sounds really counterintuitive, but here's how I see it. Most people are what they're doing. They're chasing. Most people are buying up here, right? They're in their Robinhood accounts. They'll just see, oh, it's going from 680, 690, 7. They'll just see it going up and up and up. They just buy. They're buying up here. No risk management, nothing. You want to be you want to be buying up there too, right? I was buying up here, but I was also buying down here, right? So you also want to be buying here, and you want to be buying. Oh, it's holding VWAP. Cool. You see how it held here? It's making a higher low. So you know that it's a sign of strength. People are accumulating shares. Sellers can't get it below here. So it's really about accumulating shares at good points. Have more people step up to the plate. They'll take the price higher with you. You buy along with them. And the best part is all the short sellers. These are the people that fuel the market. It's the short sellers. It's the people who short these here and have to buy the cover here, or buying up here because they're scared. There are people who shorted this. They're like, oh, it's a double top. This thing's junk. They'll short here and then not cover. And then they'll come here. But then they eventually win because they're right. These are junk companies. All these companies are shit. That's why you don't want to invest in them. You want to just trade them. Qualigen Therapeutics. Like, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know if it's a real company. But, that's what you want to learn first, is understanding the price action, the candlestick patterns. And not, honestly, just the price action, because you could just trade all this on the level 2 by itself. But I hope that resource helps. I hope it sets someone in the right direction. What was his name again? This guy's name is Ross Cameron. His channel is Warrior Trading. And the reason I recommend him the most, guys, is because it's like how Zach is always just pumping out this, that, just very detailed information, video streams, books. That's what this guy's doing. Other people do it too, but this guy, the way he teaches, I think is just really good for beginners. He shows you his losses, his wins every single day. He's been doing it for years. So it depends on how you like to learn. If you like to and he answers all the comments in his comment section. So if you have a question, you ask it in his comments and he'll answer it. If it's a very, very detailed question, he'll say, hey, maybe try joining my classes, join my workshop. He has like free workshops. He has a course, a class, but it depends how you like to learn. I mean, I've done the most I've done is his chat room, and that's where I learned the most from. That's just how I learn. I learn by watching people doing things, and incorporating into how I like to do things. And I've really was able to refine my strategy by being there, seeing him trade every single day. But he'll recap the trade. Sometimes he'll here's this example of how you trade it.
For those that are on YouTube who are trying to get,
I think the best thing is to go
just
to the
add
open.
it, got long right there.
See,
Now looking for this to pop back up to 17.
so so what he did right there is kind of what Warren Buffett was saying. Warren Buffett says you buy when everyone's selling and you sell when everyone's buying. That's essentially what it is. You buy when everyone's fearful and sell when everyone's being greedy. That's what I was explaining earlier here. It's like these short sellers, they're being fearful. Well, see, if you're looking from that perspective, you're going to be buying. Yeah, you're buying when everyone's fearful. So even when the short seller's fearful and they're buying the cover, you buy with them in these breakouts. People who shorted up here, they're buying here the cover. Because when you short, you're selling shares. You're saying, I'm borrowing the shares from my broker and I'm going to sell them to people at this price, right? So you're on the hook. You have to buy those shares back because you borrowed them. So if the price goes higher, that means that you're on the hook for them at a higher price. Because the idea is you want to sell them at a higher price. Then when the price goes lower, then you buy them back, and you make the difference. That's short selling. And since these are penny stock companies, they're absolute junk, complete shit companies, complete nonsense. Most people short them, and they have the right idea because they all end up going to zero eventually, for the most part. But the thing is, they short too early. They short like the front side of the move. Here's a really good short setup here. We have this front side up, 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 up. This huge candle. See how this candle's huge? This big bullish engulfing candle. This means so many people are stuck. See, my volume's not on the chart. But everyone, I mean, you always have to put yourself in the shoes of people buying. I mean, if you're buying the stock, you're buying, buying. You buy at $7.50, thinking it's gonna go to $8. Well, what happens now? It's at $6.77. It's almost a whole dollar a share from where you bought it at, right? That's huge. That's a big drop. And look at all this volume. Almost 1.4 million shares traded in this candle in this 1 minute. So almost as much as this volume here. So we have all this volume that tells you that so many people are stuck. That they bought between, pretty much anyone who bought this dip here up to here is stuck. So what do you think is going to happen? Price is going to sell off so much, but people are going to step up to buy. So shorts are going to cover. Shorts are borrowing shares up here, and they're going to cover down here because this is the VWAP. It's normally a place of resistance, of support. This is a VWAP bounce. This is a classic strategy. This is a classic play. This right here will make you money over the long run. Because it happens a lot of the times, and when you're wrong, you're not wrong that much. So this didn't touch the VWAP, but it came close. But again, looking at the level 2, you probably would have seen a big bidder down here. And the best part is, oh, never mind. Well, the low of this, I'm trying to explain this in the best way I can. But you pretty much try to catch this dip, as we're going to see Ross do in this video. See how he's buying? People are selling, panicking out. They're fearful. So you want to wait for all those sellers to leave. And you want to buy when the shorts are covering and when the dip buyers are buying. But why does the price only go halfway? See, this is textbook stuff. People who trade this know this type of shit. So like me, cause I've played this setup countless times. When I buy here, I'm the one selling here. I'd even sell some here sometimes. Like this initial pop, because this is high as 7. Buy this low of like 665. You're gonna go to the next resistance, which is the whole dollar resistance. Why is 7 the resistance? Because it's whole dollars, half dollars. This is how people think. You do things in round numbers. $7, $7.50, $8.50. It's how people think, especially in this market. So everyone who's underwater, they're gonna want to get out at 7. They want to make some of their money back, right? After this huge drop. So pop up to 7, people start selling. It tries to curl up, but it goes only about halfway to 7, 12, about halfway here. Because again, all these people who are in trouble start selling. There's too much selling pressure, and the short sellers know. So this is right here. This is the candle you want to short on right here. This, and add into this confirmation. and an ad here as it breaks below VWAP. I know it's all hindsight stuff, but if this was in real time I was seeing it, that's what I would be doing. Because you know they're all underwater. This is the pop right after this extension, and it faded all day. You just keep adding on the way down, and it becomes an all-day fader. So that's like, this is not an ideal short setup, and people make a lot of money on these every day. And the only thing is you have to find shares to borrow, you have to locate them, you have to pay the fee. Like, there's a lot of things that go into short selling too. Whereas if you're not taking decent size, it might not be fully worth it. But you see it here,
That's a bad entry. So I had to sell it faster. Watching down here off of 16. Just add it, got long right there. Now looking for this to pop back up to 17.
so you got the whole
So
dollar.
that one I bought at 15.90, 15.99. So that was a good entry.
Yeah, so just a quick example of how this works. And notice that dotted line he was buying on, that was the VWAP. That was this white line here. It's the same line. It's the same level. So price was dipping to the volume weighted average price. He was look at the level 2, waiting for things to line and make sense, and he bought that dip and was selling it to where he said, "I'm gonna sell this around 17, the next whole dollar." Just like out there, here this stopped at what, 701. The high is 701, the next whole dollar. So there's a rhythm these follow. It's not random. These stocks follow a rhythm, and with these small cap stocks, I think they follow the rhythm the best. Like every type of stock, large caps, mid cap, they have their own rhythm, but this is like very beginner friendly. Like, yeah, these crazy drops can happen, but again, you take small share size. If you're trading with 100 shares, then it's not so bad. You bought it, what? If you made a mistake and just panic sold, you wouldn't have lost even $100, which can be a lot, especially with 100 shares. Like, that's pretty bad, but it's better than taking 1,000 shares and being part of this whole drop and losing almost $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about using small share size to mitigate your risk. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, God bless y'all. I know some people leaving. I might close the stream around like 1 o'clock. Maybe about 9. Because I know you guys probably staying up. I don't want to keep anyone up. So we'll look at a little bit more propaganda and then close it off. But I think I just want to share a little bit of the trading because, you know, I just gotta say, guys, ask questions. Like, there's so many resources online, so many people putting out trading content, how to get started. See, join me on Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern, for a free workshop. He tells you how to get started. If you want to join his course, if you have if you can afford it, because again, it's a cost of education. It's like learning how to be a doctor. It's like learning how to be anything. You can do it on your own, and you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna take losses. You're gonna lose money trying to do it, and you're gonna even if you paper trade and try to go that route. Sure, you won't lose money paper trading because it's fake money. But what's going to happen? You're going to paper trade, you're going to get good, and then you're going to try trading with real money, and then the psychology that's different. The different parts of your brain will take over, different parts of your brain will start firing up, and you'll start trading differently. And, it's one of those skills that cost money to do, but it's all about keeping your losses small and controlled, and having your winners bigger, adding to them and letting them run. If you can keep your losses small, that's really the number one thing. Because then you'll actually succeed over time. You just will. Because you can get lucky a bunch, but then keep your losses small. You know what I mean? And your lucky trades will just outweigh your losses. The reason people lose in trading is because they let their losses go against them too much, or they're undercapitalized and they'll have too many small losses. That's another thing. You can't, if you trade with $1,000 and have like a small $20 loss, but that happens like 50 times, in a row. It's not good either. Look at this 10-minute 45 video. Jake Tapper, the Catholic 145. Yeah, I think it's good to wrap it up. We've looked at a lot of stuff. See the Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat with 6 seats and 710 horsepower. Catholic 71. But if anyone wants to see more market stuff, just let me know. But I kind of want to focus on propaganda too, for anyone who wants to look at that. Look at the chat. I'd say learn to read the establishment propaganda and make fat money. Yeah, and that's a good point too. Because understand, guys, the benefit of larger cap stocks is that you technically, and when I say technically, I mean like from both standpoints, like technically and theoretically, and like just based on the volume of shares and shit, you make more money with like Facebook, Spot. That's just the S&P 500, Tesla, because those things are larger companies. They have more shares to trade. And we'll go on FinViz. I'll show you. This is very important. Yeah, the market's good. I mean, guys, do you know how I look at the market? All the market is like a big machine that you can extract money out of, right? You extract money out of the market. That's all you're doing. This is a system designed to extract money out of the market, and it costs money to run. You pay commissions. You could take some losses, but it's all about keeping them small. So I think some people they'll put too much meaning into it. Oh, you're supporting this, you're doing that. It's like if you're taking quick trades, you're just pretty much taking money from some algorithm that's trading, some banker, maybe some dumbass who doesn't know what he's doing. Like, but we'll look at this QLGN again. But it shows why I like trading these. QLGN, you want to look at their float and their market cap. So this stock has 9.64, so 10 point, round up to 10 million shares available to trade. So that's why it makes these big moves. It's supply and demand. There's a lot of demand because they had news. What day was this? July 1st. Yeah. So all these stocks I'm showing you, the vast majority of them are running on news. And I've seen some of this penny stock news come out by the numbers. I've seen it. I've seen it a handful of times. It's not as prevalent as the mainstream stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's really hard to use gematria to predict, the next penny stock runner. I really think I don't think you can do it consistently. If you're trying to use this knowledge, you want to stick to larger cap stuff. But again, the benefit of that is you can make more money that way if you have more money. Like you can. I mean, again, like the day Zach called out the whole SPY selling off on October, based on the 1988 coin, whatever, the market selling off. I didn't trade that day. I was, again, just distracted with work. Didn't have much of a strategy to really apply then. But again, these things happen again and again. But we've seen these things happen. If you have the right strategy, that's how you make the money. You can't just buy some shares or something and think you're gonna make a lot of money. But where's that October? Is it really? It's here. Is it October 18th or whatever? Or was it October 1st? But this day it sold off. If you knew that it was gonna sell off that day, you would buy out the money options that expire that day. They're really cheap, knowing that it was going to sell off and they'll become in the money just like that. And I think that's the way to make the most money doing it. But I'm kind of jumping around too much. But this has only 10 million shares. So do you see how you can't put that much money into this? Like, if you had a lot of money, you'll end up buying all the shares. The market cap is 57 million. So every time you keep buying, the stock will just keep going up. So that's why you can't have a lot of money and make money with this. Versus something like Apple, which they do things by numbers, 23, 22. We see them do things by numbers all the time. They have 4.33 billion shares available to trade. 4.33 billion. Each share is worth $360 something, and their market cap is over $1 trillion. So that's a lot more money to extract, right? That's a whole lot of money you can extract out of Apple. You can make millions of dollars off Apple trades easily on one trade, no problem. You won't even have to think about it. if you had the right strategy, you had enough money, of course. And that's what these big bankers do all the time. That's why they don't touch stocks like this, because they couldn't trade these. They're not going to make enough money on these. But for people like you and me, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars on these. You could even make maybe over some days make $1 million or $2 million on the big end. But just being realistic, you can make a couple hundred, a couple thousand, $50, right? It's all about being realistic. So, go back to the chat for a little bit more. Lemonade IPO. Oh, it's all good, Judy. I'm glad you're back listening. Lemonade IPO. I don't know about that. I don't know if you're saying a lemonade company. Oh, I know you're saying lemonade company. I kind of figured. So lemonade. Sure. I'll love to talk about this. So guys, IPOs are fun to trade. IPOs. I like recent IPO is a really good setup that Ross in his course he teaches, but he alludes to it in his videos and stuff. And recent IPOs. So here's an IPO pattern. I think the best way to do this is use Paint. Try out price action. So you have the chart. Here's a recent IPO. So price opens, here. Let's say this is what I would look out for pretty much. So Lemonade, Lemonade already IPO'd. Well, they're explaining what I'm even going to explain. Because LMND, so we'll look at that then. But before I look at it, I'll just show you what I'm expecting. Something IPOs at whatever price it IPOs at, right? So at IPOs, it might sell off whatever, do some stuff. Pretty much the breakout of this price right here is where I'm looking for to go. And this can all happen within some days. This can all happen honestly the day of, more likely over 2 days or whatever. But a recent IPO breakout. So here's your it opens IPOs at this price and then breaks out. Because what does this mean? It means sky's the limit. It means it's gonna go as high as it absolutely fucking wants to for as long as it wants to. And we've seen this in the past with things like maybe even like this LMND. Let's look at the daily chart. But this is a setup to learn, to know, especially for if you want to invest, hold things for a while. But we can look at some examples. Oh man, here we go. Let's open my daily chart. So LMND, this just IPO'd on the 2nd, on Thursday. So opened at $50, hit high at 70. But this can still do it, right? So I'm even looking for something like this. So let's just say it hit high at 70, that's the highest it's going to go, and it opens up maybe lower, and it kind of consolidates around here for some time. I'm looking for it to consolidate for some time. The longer the better. The longer, definitely the better. And then break above $70.80, and then go higher. And I'm just gonna send an alert for that. And it's this easy. You set an alert because what's gonna happen is it'll hit this alert. You probably set an alert for maybe $70, and you can anticipate it. So maybe when it breaks 70, that's how you don't forget about it. You set an alert for $70. I'm probably not even going to trade it, though. If I did, it'd probably be an options trade, if there are options. But, I don't like to trade these with just shares. Again, it's just out of my price range. I like stocks between $1, $20. That's what I focus on. But, did I just close everything? Oh, no. There's too many of these things sometimes. That's what it is. But here's an example. LMND. PX. See this IPO last year in December? See, some of them just immediately IPO and keep going up and up and up, but there's still a pullback. And look at this. Look what happened when this broke out of this. This is such a good example. So, this LMP Automotive, I don't even know what they do. Probably some Chinese crap company or something. So it literally opened up, just literally went from, opened up at what? $5, went as high as $44. And this is where the floats are different. This is what I'm telling you about. LMND is not going to do this type of shit because LMND, Lemonade, the profile is different. The float and the market cap are so important, understanding how these stocks will move. See, we don't have information yet. But, they're saying 4.94 million float though, which is actually pretty low. But I'm sure they have a pretty big market cap. But LMPX, 5.88 million float, 97 million market cap. So a low float, recent IPO has the potential to do this because you don't need that many people to step up to the plate and pump up the price. You don't care who's pumping up the price or why. You just want to know that someone's doing it and you want a piece of the action. And you could tell just from this volume profile that they were doing it. So this is not the best example because it hit such an extreme high, and when it went back to that high, there's so many bag holders up here again. So many people caught up here that it kind of more so just like when it's high is $49 before now it's just all the way back down here. It's a complete pump and dump. But these things keep happening. And it's all about learning them and capitalizing on them, knowing how to play them. Hey Nikki, glad you're back. Back at it. Yeah, we're just going over some stock market stuff, explaining IPOs, what to look for. I mean, Uber, they did theirs. They probably have a better example. Let's see. Nope. But if Uber ever got back up to this price, I would look out for a breakout of this. But yeah, I mean, that's the stock market. There's so many strategies you can play. There's always something to learn. I would just say always manage your risk. Don't lose a lot of money. Because if you lose a lot of money, you can't do anything anymore. You can't trade. Like there's people who've lost everything. If they've lost their house, they're in this massive debt. And then at that point, like, what can you do? You know what I mean? So, and they do that from shorting, honestly. Like, you just short and... Because if you're going long and you use all a bunch of buying power, I can see how things can go bad still, but it's just much easier to lose a shit ton of money and lose your whole ass going short without a strategy. Cleveland manager wants Indians nickname changed. Only black NASCAR driver in early 2000s felt uncomfortable. So this is, uncomfortable probably has racist numbers. Uncomfortable. Oh, Catholic, 145, 71. Of course. Bill Lester. By Rob Goldberg, one of the you-know-who's. Waste Management, this black guy. Of course. Bill Lester, 42, like Jesuit. You can see him in his birthday. He's coming out. Yeah, but I know you asked about Lemonade IPO. I guess to finish that off, because I didn't really tell you my strategy. Because I said I'd let you know what to do if there was a dip. I would wait for some sort of 50% retracement in that case, but it can keep going higher. I think for how this closed, it's going to open up, the dips can get bought up, and it might even go higher. But again, I haven't seen many IPOs. We saw Uber didn't go much higher. LMPX did, but it opened low, and it's a low float. So it's hard to say. It's so hard to say. It's only one day. I could literally just guess. I'm just guessing. You know what I mean, I'd say give it some days. It's hard for me to say, but again, it's still, if it goes higher, like if it goes higher than $70.80, it's gonna go higher. Like I don't think it's gonna double top at 70, 80 and just go down. So if you're looking for a play on this, so go the break up at 71. It can break up at 71, go to 100. It can go to 200. It can go to 1,000. I mean, who knows? Look at Tesla. This shit's over 1,000, just pumped up by the federal government. February 6th till today. Look at this. 5 months. When we were at 5, you get 42. 151 days to 36 prime. NASCAR 56. That's NASA, not NASCAR. Yeah, I'm all over the place now. I think I need to definitely wrap this up. I'm just like, it's getting exhausted. This thing is 59 years old. Slave 59, Negro 59. You see that? So letting you know he's 59. Negro 59. That's why he's here today at 59. Just sick. Lester. Maybe Lester has the racist numbers. Did I type in Bill Lester and say Jesuit 42? I mean, guys, it just shows I'm exhausted. I need to just take a break. Guys, nigger 42, that's the main thing. Race war 33, when you're at 33, you get 66, 156, 114. But the most hateful word for black people equals 42, just like Bill Lester. And he's 59 years old right now in this piece of propaganda. Slave 59, Negro 59, Rasta 59. I mean, do you see how we're just talking about the market, talking about, small cap stocks and shit, and we just jump right back to try propaganda, and it's just right back to this? I mean, as I'm telling you, it never goes away. Blues, February, Eagles 42. That's when Black History Month is. When is the last day of Black History Month? The 59th day of the year. Well, it's funny, this year wasn't. This year it's the 60th day of the year. Well, guess what? Nigger also equals 60. So it doesn't matter. Oh, someone's third party smart. Oh, I can't even mock someone right now. I really just cannot talk anymore. But what a good example to even kind of close this stream with. Even like the 39 comments. 33-second video here. I don't even know what this is about. I just see a bunch of fake soccer. 33-second video. I don't get this. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Why does it say this? Why is it blocking my chat with this shit, man? Fuck YouTube. So guys, it looks like the comments have died down. People are leaving. It's after 1 a.m., which means even in the West Coast, it's like 10 p.m. Yeah. So I'm gonna start closing tabs, and then we're gonna close out the stream. But I really appreciate y'all. Yeah. I hope you guys can tell how I'm talking. I don't want to close this out, obviously. Yeah. Glad you understand, Nikki. Yeah. This is a good thing. I like streaming until I can't anymore. To me, it's a good feeling. Like, I still have plenty of time to sleep and everything. That's not an issue at all. But one recap, if anyone just joined, this Catholic ritual from France, finish equals 38, like death, killing, murder. I did it 347, France 47, killing 47. A woman has died from falling from a roller coaster. Woman 66. It finishes off with 6/6. The King James Catholic Bible. Well, the King James Bible. I don't want to, the Catholic Bible is different, I believe, but King James Bible, 66 books in length. But this Park St. Paul had happened. They said it happened on Saturday around 1:45 p.m. The Formula One coaster is one of 45 rides. Catholic equals 45. Now we have Bill Lester, 42. He's 59 years old. Oh my goodness. I had no idea we get such a good riddle just like that. So that's it. I think we can safely end the stream. Advertisers have Facebook's attention. Now here's what they want. Facebook equals 58 and 31. I don't even have the energy to go back to my dating numerology calculator. That's how much I got to finish this. Oh my goodness. No, Thelema 28, updated at 107. That's the 28th prime. No, Facebook equals 31. But I also see something with a 17 here. Yo, Zion, that's it. Zion 17.
The world's largest social media
Always
company.
doing that, guys. Zion 17. Look at this 2-minute, 24-second video. We're wrapping up with this example for sure. The Jesuit order, no. The Society of Jesus equals 224 and 71. So on 7/1, they're giving us a 2-minute, 24-second video, but it goes even beyond that. This is what I really think they're doing, for sure. We have what? Zionist Israel, the Zionist Jew actor, Mike Zuckerberg, who runs Facebook. So they have the Thelema, Israel Zion pattern. Thelema 28, Israel 44. Thelema also equals 28 and 44. And Zion 17, 28, 44. This is exactly the pattern they're using to code this piece of Facebook propaganda. I kind of do want to see advertisers real quick. Ads, advertisers. Okay, so Israel 37, 157 to 37 prime. But I want to keep this really simple. Zion 64, 28, 44, 17. So what do we have? 28, 107 to 28 prime. That's also a lot like 17. Zion 17, 28. I did this at 107. On what? 1/7 they published it. So 17. See that? Zion equals 44. Right? When you read out 44 in Gematria, you get 144. So you're giving us what? 144-second video. See that? 2 minutes, 24 seconds. So they're literally doing Zion numbers in this Facebook propaganda piece. That is how easy this stuff is to see. July 1st. If I said January 7th at all during that example, I meant to say July 1st. But that's the day with 28 numerology. See that? Zion 28. Order of Chaos 183. There's probably some more of that I'm not seeing. And then we get to see the 5th, because that's when they published it again on the front page. I don't see too much there. It says June 16, but I don't think they're doing that. I think they're really just going for this July 1st. But that's how it goes. And then you can see Mark Zuckerberg's birthday. And check this out. What we're talking about, Zionist Israel, Mark Zuckerberg. Have you seen his birthday before? Born May 14th. That's Israel's birthday. Israel, May 14th. See, 1947. Israel, the Independence Day. See, the Israel Declaration of Independence was proclaimed on 14th May 1948. So his birthday is Israel's Declaration of Independence Day, We know it's a Zionist nation, Zionist Israel. So Zion 14, or excuse me, Zion 1744. We have the numbers for Zion here, 144-second video, 17. You see that? And his birthday's the same. That's that. Born in 84 as well. So we can do May 14th. Oh, this loading. It's all signs for me to go to bed. May 14th. I'm so glad we saw this example. Till the 1st. That's when they published it. 48 days, you see? And Israel founded 1948, Illuminati 48, propaganda hoax, those type of words, Freemason, Central Intelligence Agency 117. It's also 1 month, 18 days, 49 days, Scottish 49, 7 weeks. I don't see it's not as strong as I thought it would be, and maybe I'm just not seeing it right now. 318 days, 317 days to 66 prime. Holocaust 114. There's 1-1. Look at this 113. Here we go. 10 months, 13 days from his upcoming birthday. 113. Bible come on 113. It says it's okay for a Jew to circumvent a Gentile through deception in a legal setting to mark his upcoming birthday. 10 months, 13 days. And this type of Zionist Israel piece of propaganda. Yeah, I mean. Here, another related Facebook propaganda piece. See, on 6/28, Zion 28. Now, the 28th, they published this one. Thelema 28. It's the same pattern. 6/28. Here on 107, the 28th prime. 605. You know, that's like a Knights Templar number, but other than
As
that.
more top brands pull their
I know. But look how we can finish this off. What did we start off with? I said Facebook 58. We didn't see it in the last piece, but Facebook 58. 2-minute, 58-second video. You can't make these videos without seeing these patterns. Oh, also Facebook equals 41. 179 is the 41st prime. That's why they were on the front page yesterday. By yesterday, I meant 7/5. Yeah, I mean, that's so glad we saw this too. So, I mean, there you have it, another stream showing what's going on. Oh, you're welcome, Drew McFarlane. You take care as well. I appreciate your time and dedication too. I really do. I appreciate the people who come here, who watch, who chill. Yeah, I'm about to go to bed. If you guys can't tell by my voice, I'm exhausted. But that's the whole point. I want to stream until I can't anymore. 3 hours in, yeah, this is great. I don't know if 3 hours, 2 minutes. I don't get it. If it's 3 hours, if it's 2.5, it doesn't matter. Fuck YouTube. This platform is bullshit. It's run by the you-know-whos who give you this crap. So, you know, I'm still gonna leave this up. I can't turn that down. If anyone's lost on how to start trading, again, just ask questions. It's probably the best thing you can do. Use fake money just to get a feel of it. Trump tries to drag America backwards on 4/7, Trump 47. Yeah, we're done. See, this is bad. I need to just sit in my hands and say, go to bed. So, hey, what's up, 77 Brigade BA? I don't know if you had a question, but I'm really glad you guys are here. Yeah, let me stop the stream before more people join. That's what's gonna happen. Then we'll be back. We'll be at 30, then 35, then 36, and then I'll be stuck here. For good reasons, though. But you know how it goes. So take care, y'all. Have a good night. I'll see you next time.